Archangel Michael says, this moment is not accidental, something disturbing has been seen, and it concerns you directly. A powerful psychic, not known to many, sat in silence last night, trembling from what was revealed. What she saw has already begun to unfold, and it will reach your doorstep faster than you expect. The vision was not vague or symbolic, it was vivid, raw, and undeniable. She described a dark figure standing behind someone you trust, whispering secrets and lies meant to destroy everything you've worked for. This person, whom you've defended and protected, is the same one being used to betray your loyalty. You were not supposed to hear this yet, but the divine realm has intervened to warn you. The psychic didn't sleep that night after receiving the message. She wept, not because of fear, but because she recognized your energy, pure, targeted, but heavily watched by forces both divine and deceptive. She saw a red item, either a file or a cloth, being hidden inside a drawer in a location you are familiar with. That item carries information that was never meant to surface again. But now it is being used against you by someone who has your signature, stolen without your knowledge. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The psychic saw hands trembling over your photograph. The fingers belong to a woman, older than you, who once blessed you but now watches your downfall with satisfaction. Her intentions are masked behind kindness, but her actions scream revenge. She wants you to lose something important, your name, your opportunity, or your place. It's something you've been building for years, and just when you're near your victory, the sabotage is triggered. The psychic says it's already in motion, you are not imagining this uneasy feeling. The strange headaches, the confusion in your thoughts, the delay in your plans, none of that is coincidence. It was shown in the vision, someone is interfering spiritually and practically to keep you stagnant. What shocked the psychic the most was how close this enemy pretends to be. She even saw them holding your hand in a recent event. Their eyes were sharp but their heart was hollow. The betrayal was pre-decided, it was rehearsed, calculated, and now it's being carried out without hesitation. Type Amen to get blessing 700. Archangel Michael says, the psychic cried when she saw your soul light still glowing despite so many attacks. There was a chain around your name in her vision, but it began cracking when she called upon divine protection for you. That means this evil plan can still be broken, but only if you are spiritually alert. Do not entertain everyone around you. The one who smiles the widest could be the one delivering the final blow. She said she saw a number, 27, it kept appearing near a black envelope tied with red string. Inside that envelope are documents bearing your name and a false accusation. The plan is to use it when you're at your highest point, to tear you down before witnesses. But Archangel Michael has already dispatched angelic warriors around you. Keep your heart pure and eyes open. You might notice delays in communication, people not responding, or sudden coldness from someone you trusted. That's not by mistake, it's a spiritual disconnect caused by this psychic attack. But even more frightening, the psychic saw one person regret it deeply later, they will break down. Type Amen to get blessing 911. A meeting already happened behind your back. Words were spoken that twisted your truth into a lie. A person you held close sat in that meeting and stayed silent. They let the damage grow without defending you. The psychic saw someone holding a necklace that belongs to you or resembles something sacred to you. They are using it to channel energy, to affect your aura, to change how people perceive you. The energy around you has been tampered with, but that can be reversed if you act fast. This woman, who keeps appearing in the vision, knows too much about your past. Her knowledge is being weaponized. She's using memories to twist your future, and she's whispering details to people who should never have known. The psychic asked the angels, why are they doing this to someone who gave so much love? And in reply, she was shown your open hands, hands that have healed, helped, and held many. But now those hands are being bitten by the very ones they lifted. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. A burning candle was shown in her vision, and beside it, a mirror cracked diagonally. That means dual lives are being lived by someone you trust, one face they show to you, the other in secret. They're promising loyalty but arranging damage quietly. She saw an old photo being thrown into a fire. That photo connects to a time of joy for you, but it's being used in a ritual to sever your happiness. Someone believes if your past joy is destroyed, your future will collapse. Archangel Michael says, do not panic, but don't ignore this either. She saw your name written on a list, circled in blue. That list is being submitted soon, possibly for legal, financial, or social destruction. You still have time to remove yourself from their trap. But you must act. You must cut cords with the one who carries stories about you to others behind your back, pretending it's harmless sharing. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. A psychic's warning is never random, it's a divine interception. When someone sees what others can't, it's not to scare you, but to prepare you. She was shown that you have divine favor, but people around you are using your own blessings to curse your future. The most shocking part of her vision, someone is trying to become you. They are dressing like you, speaking like you, and taking your essence to gain attention. What they truly want is to replace you. The psychic was stunned when she saw a signature, a forged one, carrying consequences that can ruin your credibility. She begged her guides to reveal who was doing it. She saw a ring on their finger, gold with a red stone. This person has appeared trustworthy for years. Archangel Michael says, you are being awakened now so you are not blindsided. There's still a way to win. But you must begin clearing your space, physically and spiritually, before the next full moon. Type Amen to get blessing 5000. Someone is counting on you to stay silent. They think you won't fight because of your kind heart. But the psychic saw your warrior spirit awakening, and it scared those watching you fall. Your breakthrough is too close. That's why attacks are increasing. She saw it, a golden path opening for you, and just as you were to step forward, a shadow figure tried to block it. She recognized the face of that figure. It was someone you let into your secrets. That person turned your pain into their weapon. And now they've convinced others that you're the enemy in a story where you were only ever the healer. She begged the angels to protect you in dreams, because she saw someone trying to enter your mind at night. That's why your sleep has been disturbed. They are trying to weaken your spirit before striking in real life. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, the chain is breaking but you must stand. Do not second-guess your intuition. The psychic saw your eyes light up when truth finally reached you, and that moment is near. Someone is about to confess, unexpectedly. They will whisper something to you, something that will shake your belief in a friendship or relationship. It will not be what you wanted to hear, but what you needed. There is a travel plan that was meant to bless you, but someone tried to cancel or delay it through lies. The psychic saw the ticket torn and reprinted. Meaning, what they try to block, heaven will still complete. The shocking truth is this: the one who set up the trap is the one who will fall into it. You won't have to retaliate, divine justice is already coming. Stay silent and strong, the turnaround will surprise even your enemies. Type Amen to get blessing 2277. She saw a blue envelope being dropped at your door, unexpected news coming in 3 days. It carries your name, but it's a redirection, not a rejection. Don't fear it, it will lead you to your true next step. Your name is still protected. Your light is not broken. Your story is still being rewritten for greatness. The psychic saw angel wings behind you, twice. The second time, those wings burst into flame and light. It meant rebirth, you are not going backward again. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. The psychic heard whispers in another language during the vision. She didn't recognize the dialect, but she understood the energy. It was jealousy being converted into action. Someone is casting verbal curses behind your back while smiling in your face. You must stay aware now more than ever. A plan has been set in motion that will unfold in layers. The first part will appear small, but it will lead to something bigger if left unchecked. She saw a curtain being pulled open, and behind it stood 3 people. They all had your name in their mouths, but only one was defending you, the other 2 were planting doubt in everyone who would listen. And the worst part? One of them was family. Archangel Michael says, what is hidden will be revealed. The psychic saw their masks falling off one by one. And when they do, you will have to make a choice, to allow them access to your life again, or to shut the gate forever. Type Amen to get blessing 4400. A financial matter was also shown in the vision. It involved money that was owed to you but was rerouted into someone else's account. The psychic saw numbers, either a bank detail or code, written hastily, not belonging to you. She says this transaction was made to look like an error, but it was intentional. Someone didn't want you to question it. But divine eyes saw everything, and this loss will be restored when you confront it with clarity and courage. There's an item missing from your home or workspace. It was moved by someone who wanted to access your personal thoughts or ideas. That missing item holds more meaning than you realize. It is a key to uncovering who's been watching you secretly. The psychic warned that a person with dark eyes and always cold hands has been interfering with your frequency. They watch your social media, monitor your presence, and even try to mimic your speech. They're obsessed with being the version of you that the world admires. Type Amen to get blessing 6644. The mirror cracking in her vision wasn't just symbolic, it meant false reflections. Someone is trying to portray you as someone you're not. They're spreading stories, editing narratives, and hoping others believe them before you can speak. But Archangel Michael says, your silence has been your sword. They mistook it for weakness, but it's your weapon of wisdom. The moment you open your mouth, truth will thunder louder than their lies ever could. She also saw an unfamiliar vehicle passing your location repeatedly. A man inside is gathering information, not necessarily by spying directly, but by being told what to look for. His purpose is to document what can be used against you later. This is why you've been feeling watched even when alone. Because spiritually, you are being observed. But the psychic saw you surrounded by blue flames, heavenly protection shielding you from actual harm. Type Amen to get blessing 5533. She was told that someone regrets crossing you already. They're haunted by dreams of your rising. They didn't expect the universe to defend you so swiftly. An email or message is about to surface, accidentally forwarded to you or mentioned in your presence. That message will be proof of what you've suspected. Once you see it, you'll understand why your instincts were screaming. The psychic says you've been divinely tested. Your tears didn't go unseen. Every time you swallowed pain in silence, your spirit gathered power, and now that power is going to roar through your life. Archangel Michael says, the battle was never just physical, it was spiritual warfare cloaked as friendship and opportunity. But now heaven is sending justice that will silence every false voice against you. Type Amen to get blessing 1711. She saw a room where they gathered, laughing. They believed they got away with what they did. But one of them is about to fall ill, not by your wish, but as a result of their spiritual wrongdoing. That illness will wake them. That regret will grow. And eventually, they will confess what they were part of, hoping you'll forgive them. The psychic saw 2 time frames, one very close, within 10 days, and one near the end of the month. Both carry shocking revelations. The first one will make you pause, the second will make you move. There's someone ready to partner with you, someone with resources and influence. But they've been hesitating because of the lies they were told. Soon, they will see your truth and the door they shut will swing open again. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. There is a sacred object you once lost, something small but meaningful. The psychic saw it being found soon, and when you hold it again, a chain will break spiritually. That object holds protection and memory from your childhood. She saw feathers on your path, white and gray ones. The white means protection. The gray is a warning. Someone still near you isn't what they seem. Archangel Michael says, it is time to remove the mask from that person. Look at who shows up only when they need something. Look at who avoids celebrating your success, who frowns when you shine. Their discomfort in your joy is not just jealousy, it's a curse they sent that's returning to them. And when it lands, they will try to come closer to you again, but you must remember this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. The psychic saw your name on a headline, or broadcast, or printed page. Something big will soon place you in public view. They tried to stop that moment, but they failed. Now they will pretend to support you again. But their earlier betrayal is still active in the spiritual realm. They must not enter your future with the same access. She also saw a black bird leaving your window. It symbolized a message being lifted away. You may have narrowly avoided disaster recently, without even knowing. That was divine interception. The person who was meant to harm you is now being distracted by their own karma. And soon, they will be exposed without you having to raise a finger. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. One more warning she gave: do not eat or drink something offered by someone who has made you uncomfortable before. Her vision showed a poisoned offering, not literal poison, but spiritual influence meant to weaken your intuition. The next 24 hours are sensitive. Keep your aura clean. Avoid arguing, avoid gossip, avoid the one who pretends to check in but only comes with negativity. She saw 3 angels standing near your bed as you sleep. That means your prayers are working, even if delayed. They are blocking the nightmares and rewiring your energy while you rest. Archangel Michael says, this final message is for you to stay strong. The psychic saw you triumphing. Not just escaping danger, but rising above it in such a way that your enemies will not understand how you survived. Type Amen to get blessing 2000. The light around you is thickening. That's why darkness is still trying to creep in. But you are already past the hardest part. What's coming will shock you, but it won't destroy you. What's ahead will surprise you, but it won't stop you. You are divinely chosen and fiercely protected. Archangel Michael says, prepare for elevation. The very people who plotted your fall will witness your next success. And some of them will finally bow their heads in shame. This is not the end, it's the part where everything broken is rebuilt into something indestructible. The psychic saw it, and so did the angels. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. Archangel Michael says, your name is already echoing in heavenly chambers. What the psychic saw was a divine secret made visible, because you were meant to be prepared, not blindsided. The final chapter of this betrayal is unfolding, and justice is already walking toward your door. She saw someone dropping keys outside a black door. This act, though it looked accidental, represented someone losing access to you permanently. The gate they once walked through freely will soon be closed with divine locks no one can pick. There's a woman who keeps appearing in the vision, short hair, often wears dark colors. She doesn't speak much in person, but behind your back, she speaks everything you told her in private. That's the one who transferred your information to someone else. The psychic was shown your old message threads, even ones deleted. Spirit revealed that someone retrieved them, hoping to use your own words as evidence against you. But every twisted intention will be exposed, just like the shadow caught in sunlight. Type Amen to get blessing 8111. The most chilling moment in the vision? A white envelope being slid under your door at night. In the spiritual realm, that symbolized an attempt to silently enter your life without consent. But the angels guarding your threshold blocked the entry. Someone even went to a spiritual practitioner, hoping to delay your success. The psychic saw the candles they used. But their fire has already been extinguished by heavenly waters. Your silence lately has confused your enemies. They don't know what you're planning, and it frightens them. That confusion is divine, it is protecting your next move from being intercepted. The psychic heard a bell ring loudly in her ears when she asked if you'd be okay. That bell meant two things, divine timing and sudden breakthrough. What seemed stuck will now rush open like a dam breaking. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. You'll hear from someone you thought had forgotten you. Their message will seem casual, but it's a test from the universe. Watch their words, don't respond quickly. Let their intentions reveal themselves fully. She saw a coat being offered to you, a symbol of covering, of protection, of honor. That coat was torn before, but now it has been mended by divine hands. You're about to walk into a season of honor that your enemies can't enter. A child's voice called your name in her vision. That child wasn't real, it was your inner child calling for healing. Some of the people hurting you now remind your spirit of past pain you never fully voiced. That's why the attacks feel familiar. But you're stronger now. You're not that child anymore. You are the healed version, the awakened spirit, the divine warrior cloaked in light. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. She saw a clock stuck at 3:33. That time mark means the past, present, and future aligning in your favor. Everything that was stolen is being reassembled behind the scenes, and soon, it will arrive multiplied. There's someone secretly watching your progress, someone who was supposed to help but chose silence. They're impressed now, but guilty too. Their silence was bought by your enemies, but now they see the truth surfacing. You'll be offered something soon, money, opportunity, or connection, but it will come with spiritual strings. The psychic says pray before accepting. Not everything shiny is divine. Archangel Michael says, keep your spiritual gates clean for 7 days. Light a candle of your own, cleanse your space, speak your truth in prayer. The forces around you are shifting, and they must not enter your next chapter. Type Amen to get blessing 6006. The psychic asked Spirit one last question, is it too late for them to stop this? And she was shown a sword piercing the ground, flames rising around it. That meant divine judgment is already declared, no human effort can reverse it now. Your enemies will soon be confused by their own plans. What they whispered will become public. What they forged will return void. A woman will cry soon, someone who laughed when your name was mocked. Her tears will not heal the wound she helped cause. But her breakdown will serve as a sign that heaven has begun its justice. You are not to fear. You are to rise. This moment is sacred, this warning, a gift. Type Amen to get blessing 9990. She saw a staircase, but unlike any normal one. Each step glowed with light, and at the top, a door opened with a blinding aura. That's your next phase, it is calling you now. You'll be tired. You'll be tested. But you'll also be transformed. And once you rise through that door, you will never return to the pain you came from. A voice echoed in her ears, an angelic tone repeating one word, victory. It didn't mean the fight was over, but that the outcome was already settled in your favor. All you have to do now is walk forward without fear. This message came to you today, not by accident. It is a direct divine appointment. You were meant to read every line and feel every sentence. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. The psychic wiped her tears at the end of the vision. She said, "This soul is chosen. They're being targeted because of their light. But their story is far from over. And you must believe that, even when things still feel heavy. Because right now, your breakthrough is in motion, even if you don't see it with your eyes, your soul can feel it rising. A dream will come soon with a hidden message. Write it down. Read it back. There will be a name or symbol in it that will explain everything. Archangel Michael says, the veil is lifting. You've been protected through dangers you never saw. And now, the truth is yours to hold. Type Amen to get blessing 7007.